my name is Lindsay Atkins, and I am an Indian River State College student looking at getting my bachelor's degree in ESE education at the elementary level. For our integrating technologies course, we had to design a lesson plan. I did mine in science, specifically the solar system, for 5th grade students. And these students were expected to know Earth's position in the solar system, as well as the planets and just distinguishing features, things such as that. To assess student knowledge, I designed this project which not only combines information but looks for students to use their creativity. I have glued down most of the information that I've found because I realized that I can actually talk a lot longer about Jupiter than I realized that I could, and ran out of time. So to shorten that process, most of this has already been done, and I'm just going to go over it with you now. In my project, I had course objectives, information that I expected the students to find concerning their group's specific planet. Here I called them fun facts. These fun facts include 5 specific things that I am looking for. That is the relative size of the planet compared to Earth, the composition of the planet, any distinguishing features, the number of planets away from the sun, as well as the number of moons that the planet has. That last fact requires 2 additional facts about those moons. So to jump in, we'll just go right over them. Like I said, I call them fun facts, and this is where all that information, nothing extra, goes. For the relative size of the planet, Jupiter is actually 1,400 times larger than Earth. As you can see up here, I had found a picture of Jupiter and then cut out a little king crown. He is the biggest planet in the solar system, so I call him king of the planets, and this is just a fun little creative way to help kids remember how big Jupiter is. But like I said, it is a massive planet, 1,400 times larger than Earth. It is also a gaseous planet. It is inhabitable to life here on Earth. We cannot visit it and physically land on the planet. That is impossible with any technology that we currently have. Distinguishing features would be, aside from its massive size, its giant red spot, which if you look at pictures, you'll find it in the lower left-hand corner. It is a swirl that can remind us of hurricanes, which in essence it is, except that it is much larger and much stronger than anything we have here on Earth. In fact, the storm itself is larger than our planet and has been raging for over a century. So that would just be an interesting thing that would be important to take note of. When we count the planets, we find that Jupiter is the 5th. We have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and Jupiter moving away from the sun. And while we only have 1 moon here on planet Earth, Jupiter has 62, which is the most of any other planet in the solar system. Following that last fact up with 2 additional fun facts, I wanted to inform everybody that the 4 largest of Jupiter's 62 moons were discovered by Galileo in 1610. I found on Google Images pictures of those moons, and they are right here. They are Io, Europa, Callisto, and Ganymede. Ganymede, which is my last fun fact, is actually the largest moon in our solar system. It is even larger than the planet Mercury. So, we have this right here, followed up with our picture, as well as our little circles that I have popped out to name our planet Jupiter and to name its moons right there. And I've also showed you our picture of Jupiter here. To continue being creative and to, get kids thinking and doing things maybe that are relevant to them, I have applied this diagram right here of the basketball and the ping pong ball. Our first fun fact was the relative size compared to Earth, 1,400 times larger. In my research, I actually found that saying it is 1,400 times larger is like saying Earth is a ping pong ball and Jupiter is a basketball. So this is a good visual for kids to be able to see that comparison in a way that's really relevant to their life. So I said size comparison, and we're just going to write in right here next to them that the basketball is Jupiter and that the ping pong ball is Earth. Okay. Some of these things I have glued down with just regular glue stick. The rest I have used these scrapbooking corners, which I suggest that all teachers have because it's just an easy way to stick larger pieces of paper to projects such as this so that you're not wasting glue. Other creative things that I got besides these and my nifty little pop-outs are these vellum sheets. You can find them at any craft store such as Michael's, and they come in all kinds of words like cool or awesome or totally rad. For Jupiter, I chose the word crazy because when you get to learning about the planet, it is crazy. It just blows your mind. So this is just another fun little detail that kids can add to their projects. The last part of my poster board that I want to focus on is this area right here. We want to make sure that the kids don't leave any white spaces. You want to fill up the whole board, and there's plenty of information about Jupiter to do that and make it easy. These right here were the required things for them to know. But here, I thought they could have the opportunity to just add things that they found personally interesting about Jupiter. So we go into our research, and we're just going to write those down right here and kind of wrap up this poster board. Rather than calling this section fun facts like I labeled it over here, I chose to call them knowledge nuggets. Just a cute way to say basically the same thing, but without having to repeat yourself, and that, kids can think that they're just getting a little tidbit, something that's fun to know. And it kind of makes learning more interesting for them. So I picked 4 knowledge nuggets that I'm going to just briefly tell you about and write in, and then we will finish up this project. The first knowledge nugget is that Jupiter was named after a Roman god. It is also important to note that if you go outside at night, you can actually see Jupiter